Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little while since we did a Fabric Friday, so let's get right into it and I'll tell you what it is that we're looking at today. So this fabric I picked up while I was out in Miami, and as soon as I saw it, I immediately knew what I was going to make with it. And then I actually had the time to make it, so not only will I be showing you the fabric, I'll be showing you what I made from it as well. So if you haven't been to Miami or fabric shopping in Miami, what you will most definitely find there is Lycra. Lycra and other stretchy fabrics are basically what the majority of the selection is out there, and there are a couple of stores that do them really well. This Fabric Friday is for a swimwear fabric, and yes, I know I do buy a lot of swimwear fabrics, but that's because I like making bikinis, and every time I make a new bikini I kind of improve on my techniques. They get a little bit better, a few less mistakes. I'm not an expert, and every garment that I make is always a little bit better than the last from all the mistakes I made on the last one. So every time I find a swimwear material that I like, I get really excited because I know that the next bikini is going to be better than the last bikini that I made. So with that in mind, I will show you this gorgeous fabric that I found. Told you, gorgeous. Yes, it's an animal print, but it is not a leopard print, which you are seeing everywhere right now, and I'm still kind of obsessed with. But this is a tiger print, which yes, I have also seen, but I haven't seen a ton of tiger print bikinis or anything like that. So I saw this and I was immediately drawn to it because not only is it quite a large tiger print, it also has some gold foil stripes put in there. So I will show you a close-up of it so you can see the way that it shines, but there is gold in there as well as black, light brown, dark brown and orange. So it is really nice, and it's very high quality because it's quite a thick swimwear fabric. So it's got good stretch, it's got good retention, and it won't kind of like stretch and bag out over time, which is wonderful. It also means that it's not see-through. When you stretch it, you can't see through it. So if you decided you wanted to make something with no lining, you could. But these days I'm all about swimwear lining, so if you're going to make a swimsuit, try and line it. It just makes it a lot more comfortable to wear, and also kind of increases the longevity of the item. So now that I've told you a little bit about this fabric, which is amazing, so this is about as much as I have left. I've already made the item. I'm glad I've got this much left because I'm considering making another bikini out of it. But let's talk about the inspiration behind my make and what I actually made with it. So I find a lot of my inspiration on Instagram, on Pinterest, like just looking through magazines, all sorts of stuff like that. And there is an Instagrammer that I have been following for a long time. She's actually quite famous. She has a YouTube channel. Her name is Negin Mirasalehi. I think that's how you say her surname, Mirasalehi.
Hi, I'm Negin Mirasalehi.
So yeah, this YouTuber, blogger, vlogger, influencer is pretty popular all round and has like a fan base in the millions. I was scrolling through my feed maybe 6 months ago and I saw this picture come up and I thought, oh, that's really nice. Where can I get one? She didn't actually tag where it was from, and if you read through the comments on that picture, you'll find that a lot of people are asking like, where is this swimsuit from? And nobody knows. Like, nobody knows. Not only can I not buy it, but I can't actually analyze it to see how I can make one myself. So we're literally just going by this picture. I have no idea what the back looks like. I don't know if it's a halter neck. I don't know if it's like crisscross straps. I have no idea. I'm just gonna have a crack by myself. I saved the image and put it in my little collections folder named things that I've got to make because I can't buy them. And yeah, just figured if I see the fabric, then I will go back to this picture. Fast forward 6 months, I'm in Miami, walking through the fashion area, see this beautiful fabric, and the first thought that came through my head was, I think I can make that swimsuit. I had a look through my patterns, the ones that I've made and the ones that I've bought, just to see what can I do, like which one is probably the closest, when I came across this pattern. So I've had this for a little while right now, and as I was looking at it, I thought, oh, this one here would actually be a good start to making the pattern that I want. Yeah, so I decided to use that pattern and just kind of modify from there. So the way that pattern works, it has like a V-neck kind of. It's like kind of a V-neck, and it kind of like circles, it kind of curves around the breast area and then goes into 2 thin straps which then go over the shoulder, and then you have a really low scoop back and a tie in the middle. It also has like 3 ties in the front just to keep those 2 bits together. Now looking back at the picture, I realized that actually I don't need any of those ties. but in order to stop it from gaping open, I might need to close up that middle a little bit. I think I made 3 or 4 modifications to the pattern to turn it into what I was kind of looking for. The first thing is turn it from just like a medium leg to quite a high cut leg, because I wanted it to be like quite nice and high cut, and like a little bit of a Brazilian butt, so we cut it like straight across the butt. So that was something that I could do after I'd already cut out the pattern. The next thing is that I took away the ties at the back to tie it up, and I kind of like raised the scoop back at the back so that it was mid-level instead of being right down near my butt. That way I've got a little bit more support in the waist area, and there's no like massive gaping in the back. I did think about maybe making the straps go over shoulders, but then I decided I would get a little bit more support instead of attaching the straps over the shoulder, attaching them across the neck and having a halter neck. So that is the third thing that I modified. I actually just sewed together the straps around the neck and cut off the excess. And then the last thing that I modified is that close up the V in the middle so that there was a little bit more support in the breasts, as well as also foregoing the straps in the middle, because like once it was higher it wasn't gaping, so we didn't need it anymore. So that is how I came up with this. So this is the final swimsuit. Just like the Instagram picture, I decided I was gonna make my very own belt, and it turned out pretty okay. Even better, the fact that it's belted, so I think maybe my next couple of swimsuit slash bikini may have belts that go with them. So I'm thinking of maybe making like a Bond style bikini with like a mid-waisted pant with maybe a skinny belt on it, and then a bikini top with maybe like some sort of skinny belt underneath there. I've seen a couple, they look very 60s and I'm into it, so maybe that will be the next one. And I do have a whole bunch of like newish swimwear fabrics that I've been meaning to crack into, so we'll see what happens. So yes, that is what the inspiration was and my version of it. I hope you guys liked it. Let's talk about where I got the fabric from, how much it cost, and how much I got. Okay, so this fabric, as I was saying before, I picked up from Miami. I picked it up from a store called Carol Fabrics, and yes, I picked this up from their extensive swimwear section. They had a lot of swimwears because Miami is like swimwear capital of the world basically. I picked up about 2 yards of this fabric, and it cost around $16 a yard, which I think is pretty reasonable for the quality of the fabric, which is very good quality in my eyes. It was thick, it was stretchy, it retained its shape. It was one of those lycras that you knew that it was going to last if it was sewn properly. I picked up 2 yards, which is quite a bit of fabric. The swimsuit that I made only kind of used up 1 yard of fabric, and I still have about 1 meters worth left over, so there is definitely room for maybe another swimsuit. Very, very happy with my purchase, and you'll definitely be seeing me wearing this bikini in some other shots if you've not seen it all over Instagram already. As always, I will link the details of this fabric in the description bar below, as well as the address and any details that you might need to go there yourself if you happen to be in the area. I would highly suggest going to that place because the shopkeepers were really nice. The store is absolutely huge. There are plenty of things. There are a lot of stuff in there to see, and I think the prices are quite reasonable for the kind of fabrics that they have. I didn't see anything that was super low quality, so I was really happy to be able to just kind of like shop and know that the stuff that they have is pretty good. That is the end of this month's Fabric Friday. Thank you for watching to the very end. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like animal print? Did you like my swimsuit? What do you think I should make with the leftovers that I have? And if you haven't already, then subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.